Thanks everyone for participating for today's training sections. So good to let you know everyone is here because until today, some of you guys still asking us like, how can we ensure whether the project is safe? How can we know the meanings of reward key that mean what? And then how are we going to ensure the project can be last longer? So yes, today is the day. So today we're going to explain all the query from your end to make sure that we have like 100% of the safety, and then we push everything out. Okay. So yeah, today I was doing the recording sections, but I won't share for those people who are not coming in the live, because I believe like no meaningless that you are sending a video clip for 1 hour, 2 hours to the person that who are not joining. Okay. Yep. So I'm going to start my presentations. Once again, this is Ding from POTS. Okay. Now I'm going to share my screen out. Okay. So I hope everyone actually can see my screen. Okay. So before that, let's ensure everyone's is awake so you can send reactions to the chat box. Okay, not the chat box, you know, that is like, you know, in the reactions button. Okay, there's a reaction button over here. Okay, you can do whatever reactions that you want to make sure everyone is ready for today's sections, right? Okay. Okay, anyway, don't draw everything in my view. Okay, thank you. Right, clean it up. Okay, now let's start. So why we are here today is because we are talking about a POTS. So POTS is basically a prediction market, and we are combining a DeFi together. And this is important. Why? Because a lot of update, they only have either a single prediction market or a single DeFi finance module. But in here, we are the first one. We are very happy to announce that we are the first one who actually combine both together. Okay, so today's sections you're going to be first understand of the logic. Okay, second, you know how to use the tools. Okay, because anytime when we want to do something, of course we need a tools. Okay, and then third one, for those who are participate with us, they will feel safety. And then last but not least, how to actually foresee the future. Okay. Now, first, you have to understand what is DeFi. Okay, I will start from very beginner level. Okay, what is DeFi? DeFi is actually a decentralized finance, which you don't need involved with the bank. Okay, so inside DeFi, there's a few terms that you need to know. Example, liquidity pool is named as LP. So what does it mean? Okay, staking. So what is the function of staking? Okay, it's actually locked asset to secure the networks and burn the yield. Of course, what is bond? Bond is actually you are buying a future value with a discount pricing in the same time to actually have a stability. All right. So in this DeFi, we are actually using the Olympus style protocol. Okay. So it's actually is a treasury backend value which actually support the system. Okay. So that is DeFi. Now, what is prediction market? So prediction market is actually not a gambling. Okay, this is a consensus of trading. You are trading your opinions. Okay, so inside there is actually with a once we call it a good platform. Its name is Polymarket. Okay, so inside there actually they have a lot of real world case study that you will know. Example like the elections, sport, market, culture, weather, whatever you name it. Okay. So in POTS here, our vision is we not just like the other project. Okay. We are actually built a unified ecosystem that actually translate the transaction DAPP limitations, but we are merging the on-chain finance with the predictions analysis. Okay. So that's why we're actually using a dual structures of the module, DeFi and the prediction market. Okay, so we are actually aiming start from Asian We want to be an Asian #1 prediction market, and then we will go to the world. Okay, so this is something that we want to build. So everyone's here is actually a contribution part of the energies to drive our visions to the next level. Now, the second thing we want to talk about is on-chain securities and QRI. That is actually mean to protect yourself. Okay, so when it's on-chain, it mean what? First, you can able to trace all the transactions. All the transactions is actually permanently recorded. No matter how long the time, it will be recorded. Okay, and it is a very verifiable of the address, which means that all the wallet address is actually act as a public key. Okay, so all the history, all the ingoing, outgoing transfer, that actually you can see from there. Okay, and the third one is auditable, which means that there is a smart contract, smart code that actually open for public to review. That means everyone of here that actually can read the smart contract source code. Okay, so you can find out whether it's true, whether it's not. Okay, and then what is the tools that you're going to use? First thing first, BSC scan. Okay, you have to understand what's the function of BSC scan. It's actually a primary blocks explorer for the BNB chain, because in our project we are using BNB chains. So that's why BSC scan is an important tool for everyone. Second tools that you need to know is the DEX tool. Okay, so the function of DEX tool is actually let you to monitor all the pricing, or the realized pricing. Okay, how was the LP? Okay, is it you're going to put to the black hole? Okay, the third one will be the DEX scanner. Okay, there is actually is a cross exchange of the tradings. Okay, you can check on the volume, everything as well. Okay, so the fourth of the tools that you're going to use is actually a safe wallet. Okay, so safe wallet is actually main focusing on the multi-sign. Okay, and then snapshot governments. So this is something that is a voting system for the DAO. Okay, so you can review the protocol of the previous proposal. Okay, you can track the volumes, the voting power. So whoever we have the coin, you have the voting power. And last but not least, that is for your safety. So what is that? This is a reward cache. So that one is actually to let you to unauthorize, okay, all the previous action that you has been done. Example, maybe in the past 5 years, in the past 2 years, you actually used to be participate in some of the project, and then you actually authorize the actions, and then maybe there's nothing happen right now, but all of a sudden you feel that, hey, what happened? Where is my all the USDT? Maybe you are actually authorized to some improper, the management that actually taking your money. And this is a real case that it used to happen surrounding us. Okay, we used to have one client that actually lost 6,000, I believe, 6,000 of the USDT when he's actually top up for joining our project. So before joining our project, the money is gone. Why? Because it's transferred from someone that he used to be authorized for a couple of months, but he didn't realize. So this reward.cache is actually help you to see what is the past authorized that you have made, and then you're able to remove them for your wallet safety. Okay. Now there is a 5 core pillars on change that for secure security. The first one will be the browser. Okay, you can able to verify all the contract sources, the history record flow, and all the total coins of the total supply. Second, the DEX data to monitor the life of the pricing actions. Okay, how many the total volumes. So that's the tools that you're going to use, like DEX tools, DEX scanner, okay, Gecko terminal. That is the tools they're going to use. So for multi-sign, okay, you are actually look for the safe wallet. So the address will be the safe.global. Okay, so for the DAO's government's query, you're actually using the snap tools. While the wallet authorities query, that you're actually using the reward.key. Okay, so the golden security rules is, if you are not doing the audit of by yourself, you are not safety at all. Okay, so that is important. So that's why we always say, you know, in the past I used to be rug pull, be scammed by others' project. You know why? Because you are the one who are not doing the audit at first, and no one can be blamed because you are not doing your job to make sure things go right. Okay, now I will do it one by one for you guys to verify whatever I've been telling. Okay, so first tools that we are using right now is actually a BSC scan. Okay, so before that, let me go to the page of our homepage. Okay, so I'm going to share you the homepage, which is, where is it? There will be 1 second. They will be here. Aha, yep. Okay. So that will be the one. Okay. Now, so this is our homepage. Okay. Not yet. And did you guys see my screen now? I think not yet. It's black. 1 second. Again. Okay, got it. Okay, now it's come out right now. Okay, now this is a home screen. This is a home screen of our pot money. Okay, so from here you can see there's a dashboard like the IBS market cap, the current pricing, the total supply, treasury network volume. So within 24 hours, how many the trading volume, the RBS pool. Now, one by one, first thing first, let's go to the IBS total supply. Okay, once you click it, so you need to know, did the company actually give up the ownership of the coin? So why we need to ensure that? Because without ensuring that, that means anytime, whenever the company want to doing some adjustment, they're able to do that. Okay, so how we going to be ensured? Okay, after you have been clicking here, there will be a BSC scan. Okay, so in this BSC scan, you can see couples of things. First of all, how many tokens that we have in total supply? It's about 879,000 of the IBS coin right now, and we have about 36,000 of the holder. Okay, now one by one to see what is this. So basically, first thing first you need to know is here. There is actually have a 3 type of address. The first one is the token address. The second one is the personal address. The third one is contract address. Okay, how can we actually identify that? Okay, so this is the token address, right? Okay, let me show some things. Yep, you can see is show contract address. Okay, so if I give you another examples, okay, I give you another examples, maybe this. Oh, this not, maybe this. So this you see, he show address is mean a personal address. So there's a 3 type of address that you need to know. This is a personal. Okay, that's why you see nothing can be seen here. It's just transactions. Other than that, nothing else. Okay, let me go back. Okay, there's a contract address. Okay, when it's contract address, it show the contract. Okay, and the third one will be the token address. Okay, let's look at the token address. Okay, when there's a token address, okay, all this is all the transaction hash tag, which means they record every single transactions that used to be done in every single second, as long as there's a transactions. That's why you can see from 2 minutes until 9 seconds just now. Okay, every single transactions, every single actions is recorded. So until today, less than a month, we are actually generate 350,000 of the transactions. So that's a lot. Yeah. Okay. So what you're gonna do when you are logged in BSC Scan? First thing first. Okay. You go to the contract over here. Okay. So once you click it, you see there's something in the green colors. What does this mean? That means that your contract is actually open sources. That means it's verified. It's sending to audit. Okay. So whenever we are clicking the contract here, of course, if you are the one who know how to read everything, you can read here to see the protocol and the logic himself. Okay. If you like me, you do not know how to read, never mind. You go to the read contract in here. Okay. After you click it, okay. There's a lot of things over here, not important. The most important thing is the owner, which in 15. Okay, what is the function of the owner? That means that if the owner columns is belong to someone, that means what? That means that I'm actually holding the most important key with me. So what's the function of the key is I'm able to do some adjustment in the token. Okay, so what is the thing that I can be done? Okay, this you might be experienced before because, I mean, some of you guys actually participate a lot of different projects, right? Example, like, okay, let's put it one example. A lot of people, they say, wow, the company is the rug pull. So rug pull is a term, but how exactly this thing can be happen? That is important because if you don't know that, that means that you are following what people saying, oh, it's a rug pull, it's a scam, but you don't know what's the logic behind. Now, if the key with me, what I'm going to do is, first thing, what can I do? I can adjust the selling tax and the buying tax. Okay, so why I'm doing that? That means that if I'm able to adjust the selling tax, that means that whenever I don't want people who doing the withdrawing, I'm turn our selling tax, like us, example, our selling tax is about 2.5%. Okay, and we can actually adjust this 2.5% to become 100. So what does it mean? That means that even though if you want to sell your coin, you have to pay 100% of the tax. That means you get nothing, even though you're selling. You get what I mean? So that is something that some of others project they can done as long as the key with them. That is first thing. Second things, what can be happen? Example. If you are the big user, that means that you're holding a lot of coin. Example, like IBS. You're holding 10,000 of IBS or 1 million tokens of IBS. Example. Okay. So if I'm the owner, what can I do? I actually can blacklist your account. So once I blacklist you, what is happening? That means that your coins actually belong to me because I'm blacklisted you. You feel me? So this thing can be done when the key with me. Okay, now let's see who are the owner for the IBS coin. It show what? It shows 000000. So what is this? This is actually a new address that is showing that we has been re-announced our ownership from someone to Black Hole. So it means what? It means, sorry, no human hand can be touched in this project because it cannot be unchanged on that because it's on Black Hole. No one can actually take from that. Okay? So that is important for everyone to know. All right. So that is the first thing. Okay. Second things on here. What I need to know is the holder. Okay. Some of the project, how they actually scam you guys is they're actually keeping some of the tokens inside some of the address. Example, now it's about 879,000, right? Then all of a sudden I have another 100,000 of coin. So I'm making money, right? So how can we do that? So by here, when you are clicking a holder, that means that system itself, they will actually detect inside here how many holders that we have in total. Now it's about 36,000 of holder. That means that we have a 36,000 of user right now in POPs. Okay? So they will show what is the coin distribution of everyone right now. Okay, so you can see from here. Okay, so The first one is they are holding 73% of the volume of 643,000. The second is PancakeSwap is holding 25.41% of the coin, okay, which means 223 IBS coin, okay. Of course, we have 5,000, which is 0.57 lesser. That means it's 99.99% are actually holding by these two. So who are there? You have no. First thing, PancakeSwap. You know who is PancakeSwap. Second, this. Oh, once you click it, who are there? There actually is an IBS token. Okay, so this is the thing that you need to know. All right. Now, after we knowing that, okay, so this is a BSC scan. Of course, if you can go to check like Arch project, how it's done. Okay, so before that, okay, I'm going to show you one pictures, which is this. Okay, so what is this? So this is something that when I purchase my bond, because now we want to ensure that this is system automatic process. That means that no human hand to process all the thing. So how to prove that we are actually using a smart contract to finish all the transactions? Okay, so this is the one of the screenshot. Let's see, is it everyone to seeing my screen? Okay, did everyone actually see my screen right now? Okay. Who knows? One second. Okay, let's see what screen that you're actually looking. Okay. Oh, not this screen. Okay. Okay, this is the screenshot. So sorry. Okay, so this is the screenshot that I used to be record because I want to know whether it's on change. Okay. So it show what? It show first there's a time. When is it? It's on 26th of April. I'm purchased my bond. So how many bonds that I actually purchased? I purchased worth of 101 USDT. Okay. So this is my account from 003C to this account. Now there's a question. Who is this account? This is the address. Who are they? So that's why in here, we actually, I'm going to summarize some of the contract address for you guys to have a look, so you have better pictures. Okay, so you have to know we have a lot of contract, but you just focus on the main. Okay, this one sounds familiar. This is the one that the token address, okay, of the IBS. Okay, second, we have the bond auto execution contract. So look at this. At the front is 0xB8 and then end with C655. So let's do some comparison. Okay. 655. Can you see? OXB8 and then end with C655. So this is the contract of the auto bonds, the bonds auto executions contract. That means the smart contract. Okay. And this is the transaction hash. Okay. So what can we do now? We can go to BSC scan with this transaction hash of to see the whole process of how the smart contract can be done. So I'm going to copy for the transaction hash first, and then we go back to the BSC scan. Okay. And this is the BSC scan. Okay. And then, okay. So, okay. So this is my transaction hash right now. Okay. So in here, I'm just put the transaction hash. And then it showed that it's on 26 days ago, which means exactly the same date that I've been mentioned just now, 26 April. Okay. So this is a transaction hash. So how it works? Okay. So in this transaction, they actually involve of two peoples. First is the user address, which is me. So as we mentioned, my wallet address is end with 003C. And this is the auto bonds execution contract, which is NT655. Okay, so remember how many monies that I actually deposit? And deposit $101 of USDT. So this is the whole transactions flow, how the smart contract is doing right now. Okay. Okay, first thing first, you see, this is my wallet. Sorry, this is my wallet, okay, 003C. So I'm actually deposit $101 of the USDT to the auto bonds execution contract, which is C655. So these auto bonds of the contract, okay, they're actually sending the money to the intermediate of the address. So who is this address? So we can actually click it and see who is the address. So this address actually is a Binance tokens because we are using BNB, right? So this is actually an intermediate of the contract address. Okay. So this address, our smart contract is sending to this $101 of USDT. So what this intermediate address will do, so they actually will transfer 50%, okay, of the money, which means $50.50, okay, because whenever we're doing a bond, as we mentioned, there's a 50-50, 50% of IBS, 50% of USDT. So both of these will bundle together and put into LP pool. Okay, so that means that actually taking 50.50 of USDT, okay, from the PancakeSwap. So this PancakeSwap, they are swapping the same amount of the pricing, which means in here, I'm actually get 1.52 of the IBS token as the first half. Okay, so you can see over here, this row is shown at 0.03. So what is this? This is the gas fee. Okay, or some of people, they call it this a dust fee. Okay, because you are doing a transaction, you are executing something, for sure, you need paying the gas fee. Okay, so remember just now 50% they're actually buying as IBS. So the balance of the 50%, it will go back to the PancakeSwap to pairing the USDT together. So from there, I will receive another 1.48 IBS token. So that means how many tokens I actually receive? Close to 3 IBS token. So everyone not sure you still remember when the moment we are starting, our pricing of IBS is about $30. So when the moment I'm doing my deposit, I'm buying my bond is actually on 33 point something. So that's why if I'm taking 100 USDT divided by 33, so basically I get about 3 IBS coins. So this is something that we match. Okay, so this will be gas fee. Now, after the PancakeSwap taking 50% of IBS and 50% of USDT, they are bundled together, they put into the LP pool. Okay, then I actually get 8.53 of the LP receipt token. Okay, so what does this mean? A lot of people that don't understand. Hey, I thought you say you have a 3 IBS coin. How come now you become 8.53? Okay. So basically, how is work is because this is actually the total share of the IBS token to you. Example, because in a decentralized of exchange, right, like PancakeSwap, okay, if you want to provide liquidity, okay, you cannot just deposit one type of asset inside there. Okay, the system actually required you to actually deposit both of the asset in the pool. Okay, so maybe I can give you some of the example for everyone to have better picture. Let's say you and your friends were actually sharing a business of coffee shop example. So if you are one of the investor, right, you're actually giving $50 of the cash USDT and the $50 worth of the coffee bean. So you are matching together and then you invest to the coffee shop. Okay, so after you are taking 50% of $50 and a $50 worth of coffee bean, okay, invest to the coffee shop. So your friend, your owner, okay, they actually give you one of the proof that we call it a token receipt to show that you actually own 8.53% of the share inside this coffee shop. Okay, you got me? So these are two different things from here. Okay, so I hope everyone's understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, so this whole transactions is actually proof that as a user, you are just deposit USDT, and the rest of the thing is actually done by the system. Of course, you will say that, wow, it looks complicated. Yes, it's not just like you see something in the app, right? You just deposit how many USDT you choose for the day, then you click bond, boom, that's it. But this is how back-end system actually running. So it's kind of complicated, but never mind, we are learning day by day, then you know what's happening. Okay? So this will be the BSC scan for everyone to know how to see, how to do, and then how to ensure this thing is safety. And this is run by smart contract, but not something that the human hand, nothing can be done here. Okay. So this is first tools that you need to know as a BSC scan. Now, let's go for my PPT right here. Okay. So basically is expand everything like what I'm saying. Okay. If you log into the DAPP, okay, there's a little bit of I button, click it, icon, then you move to the smart contract and then click read contract and you will see the owner. So the owners 00 means that the developer teams actually have permanently re-announced the administrator control. Okay, so some of the people still don't understand like why this is not negotiable. Okay, which means that without the ownership, actually no one can actually mine the new coin, changing the fees, or even take the liquidity from the pool. Okay, because this is the ultimate benchmark for trusting a decentralized finance protocol. Okay, so after we ensure this, what is the outcome? So it's actually immutable decentralizations. So no human hand can be touched. So I strongly advise to you, even though like 5 years, 3 years later on, okay, always verify this before you engage with any new DeFi token. That is important for everyone. Take note on that. Okay, now let's go for the second tool, which is the DEX tool. So before we go to the, okay, let's look about DEX tool. Okay, so in DEX tool is the second tool that you need to know. What is that? Okay, so we can go for DEX tool to have a look. How is it look like? Okay. Where is it? Okay. Okay. So this one, I will just close it. BSC scan. We all know how to use it right now. Okay. So this is DEX tool, right? DEX tool. So in here, DEX tool, what you're going to do is you're going to search our coin. Okay. You can just simply type IBS coin. So from here, you can see, you can click it. Now, after you seeing that, so this is all everything that you can see from here. Example, this is the scoring that this DEX tool they're giving IBS coin for the scoring. They're giving 99 out of 100. Okay, and it shows this is the current pricing and what's the percentage of within these 24 hours, how many percentage up down. Okay, so now we are using the BNB with PancakeSwap, right? So in here, you can see this is a market cap and liquidity. Now, this is the important notes that you need to take. So you see there's a one green icon over here. When you click it, it show what? It show is burn liquidity 100%. That means what? That means all the liquidity have been burned. That means no one can actually take the money from that. And this is verified more than just one platform. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, total 9 platforms. So all of the platforms that actually they are studied, they are audit us, and then they're giving the result on this. Okay, so they will show how many tokens that we have, how many holders we have. So this is basically everything that you can see from other platform as well. It's just for you to understand. Okay, of course, you can see what is the audit result. So this will be the audit result. Okay, so is it the contract has been reannounced? Yes. Is it the contract has been verified? Yes. Did they doing any buying tax? No. Did they setting a selling tax? Of course, yes, 2.5. Okay, so everything is here. And then of course you can click audit to read a little bit more. So this is scoring we have 99 point out of 100. Okay, and downstairs that will show all the X tokens news. That means that some of the people that talk about our platform in the X platform. Okay, so you can see from that. Okay, and then now because when we see 99, yo, is look nothing, man. Is this 99? You can study on other people's project. Okay, and to see example, who is this? IDL example. Let's look about IDL. Okay, yeah, it's 99, which is good. Okay, and then do we have something different? It's good, 99 as well. And then, okay, this is 72. So why? We can go down and see. Okay, or maybe there's a 5 audit checking over here. Okay, so it show what? It show 1 is dangerous. So what is dangerous? It means that the scam risk is detected. That is a forewarning, meaning that is it the coin able to mineable? It show yes. They will have a hidden holder. It show yes. And yep, this is something that you can see. Why is giving lower of the pointer. Of course, another platform that you can use is AVE.ai. Okay, which is here. Okay, so AVE.ai, same thing. Okay. Right. So let me give you something of the example. Okay, let's say IBS. Okay, you click here. So graph will be the same. Nothing changed. It's just that there's a 1 column over here is named LP. Because as we mentioned, we are 100% burn, right? So that means that all the LP is put to the black hole, you can see. Okay? And there will be a lock here. Now you have to be careful on that because actually we have 2 types of lock in the market. 3 types. First is no lock at all. Second, permanently lock like us, black hole lock. The third one is actually they call time lock. Of course, different platforms they have a different name. Some of the name they call it a cheese lock. Sound weird, right? But yes, cheese. Okay. So let me show you one of the example that having a cheese lock. Okay. Not sure whether you know about this. This is Brazil. Okay, so Brazil, since everything is good, and then yes, look at here. Okay, so this is something that is named chase lock. So what does it mean? That means that yes, they did lock for the LP, but they lock with a certain period of time. Example, you can see over here. I think it just started. That's why on 2026, May, 22 of May. So they're doing the lock. That means they put a lock here. But look at here. There's an unlock. Unlock means when it's going to be start. It's going to be unlocked at the time of 2027, which means after a years later, okay, the owner of the pool, they actually can do the adjustment like what I've been telling just now. So beware of that. Okay. So yes, there is always a lot of different lock in the market. So you have to be aware. Okay. Do you want someone to touch your money after years? Think about yourself. Okay. So this is the AVE.ai, right? Now let's go back to my page over here. Okay. So basically this is something that it show for the tools of the text tools. Okay. You can look at all the trade record, all the LP analysis, whether it's lock, unlock, or cheese lock. All right. So all the security checking, okay, price alert, who's the holder, everything you can check on that. Okay. Now following by the multi-sig. Okay, because you all know, in the DeFi protocol, in the DeFi Olympus style protocol, one of the things that we can maintain our pricing is because we have a treasury. So treasury means that it's like a bank. Okay. So if the bank is belong to someone, so that means this is not secure, am I right? So in here, our treasury, we actually are doing multi-sig of the wallet. That means what? That means in order we want to move the money, of course, most of the time, I believe the treasury, we won't touch it until when there's something happen. Example, we want to maintain the pricing of the IBS to make sure it's maintained in a certain level of the pricing. Okay, then they might actually, like ask for the treasury to take out some of the money out and then to put inside the LP to maintain the pricing. Now in here, okay, there is a treasury address. So how we get the treasury address is you can go to the pods here, okay? So in here, so this is something that we done just now. And when we click it, this is the LP, 8.8 millions. And in treasury, we have about 2.2 millions. It's still big money, right? So how are we going to ensure this money is not belong to someone? So that's why we have to click the safety treasury. So once you click it, you see there will be an address. So this address, it will be the treasury funding. Okay. So actually we are managed through a multi-signatures mechanism for the core reserve funding. So with this ecosystem, the capital is actually allocate and the protocol of the security can be ensured. Okay, CE. So now, how are we going to do it? First thing first, we will copy the address of our treasury. So where we going? We're going here. This is the safety wallet that I've been mentioned just now. So his website is safe.global. So whenever do it here, you just from here, okay, you're going to paste of the address. Okay. So once you are doing that, okay, how we do that is simple. When here you select who is the chains, like we are using a BNB chains, right? After that, in here you just paste on. Because I already added. So once you edit, that will show in here, in the front page, which is here. Okay. So we click it and we're able to see. So how many money we mentioning just now? 2.2 million, right? Close to that. So this is all the money here. Now, this will be 2.2 million. Can you see? Okay. So we can click on the transactions. Okay. So you see, when is it? You can click it and you see. So on the 15th of May, actually the treasury is adding another 200,000 of the money inside the treasury. So that means that from 2 millions, we're adding 200,000. That means now it's become 2.2 millions. Now, who are actually sending the money to here? You can look at this. Okay. This is the address. They end with 394C. So who are they? So you can check and see. So this is actually a RBS pricing stability contract. Okay. So how I know? It's simple. Okay, I'm show you because we already share all the address. Okay, we are share all the address. So you can look at the address. Like here. Okay. So like we mentioned, we are end of 394C. So what is this? This is the RBS price stability contract. Remember, We don't want the pricing go too high. That's why we have one RBS that actually control the pricing to prevent the price of the IBS go way too high, because the stability, or we call it the sustainability of the IBS is important. So this is actually a reserve contract for the RBS asset. Okay, so all the money they will keep it until certain of an amount, then they will do a transfer to the treasury. Okay, so this is something that we heard about RBS, but what is the function? This is the function, and this is exactly how it works. Okay, it's transfer another 200,000. Okay, now let's go back to the multi-sign. Okay, so how the multi-sign work is example in here. Okay. Okay, let's do it all over again. That means this, can I remove that? Oh, I can't remove that. Okay, because while we are doing that, actually they will show how many of the user. There's a 50 of the user. Let's see how I'm able to do it. Let's see. Okay. Let's see how I'm able to. How can I delete that? I can't delete that. Never mind. You see from here, there is total 50 of the address, and you have to be more than 25 address that have to be signed. Only they're able to move the money from here to there. Okay. I can't see from that. Never mind. So this is a function of the multi-sign. Okay. So you can see from here. So total there will be a 550 of the signer. Okay. So to execute the transactions, there must be more than 25 people that approve. Only is able to do the actions. So IBS Treasury actually governments by these 50 of people. Okay, to ensure there is no single entry holder. If let's say one single holder, that means that let's say I'm the company, one single holder, one signature, that means me myself, I'm signed, then I can move the money. Okay, so that is important. So who are the signer? Usually there will be all the shareholders with the project, because all the shareholders of the project, they actually invest most of the money at the beginnings. So that's why they have the authority for doing that. Later on, they will have a DAO. So when a DAO committee is formed, that means every one of us who have the IBS token, you are equal to the voter. You can do a vote. You can do a voting from that. Okay, so that is important to know for a multi-sign. Okay, so now go for the reward.cash. So this is something that you need to know, because every single project, when you want to participate, they will ask you for authority. It's just like iPhone. Whenever you want to install something, they will ask the approval from you. Okay, so whenever we are joining a defined applications, okay, user are actually granted a smart contract. Okay, they will allow the permissions. They will allow the permissions to doing that. So first thing first, we have to connect the wallet at the reward key, and then we're going to look for the audit permissions, and then we can look at the reward access, and we can terminate from that. Okay, so we have to be proactive for every of the user now. Okay, so I'm going to demo for this part. Okay, so we go to the reward key. Okay. 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 So this is the address that you need to go. Okay. After that, get started. Okay, in here, you have to put your own address here. After that, you have to choose the right change from you. Like me, I'm using BNB. After doing that, you go for C. Okay, after you're doing in here, okay, sorry, I have to connect my wallet first. Okay, I mean, you can do a connections from that. So after you are searching from that, they will see what is the current authority that you used to be put in. Okay, and then there's an action over here. You can click it to remove from the actions. Okay, so that is the reward key that they show before that how many authority that you used to be authorized to others project. And then maybe some of the authority, once you clicking it, right, they won't actually touch your money because maybe there is no USDT in there. But once they know you are trying to invest something, and then you actually top up the USDT inside your wallet, then immediately, okay, the address himself that actually transfer the USDT to somewhere else. So that means it's not safe for you. Okay, so you can actually connect your wallet. Okay, after connect your wallet, and then you see you're putting in, you put your address, you see what is the authority that you used to be giving for, you know, past 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, 2 years. So if you not recognize who are there, that kind of name, okay, especially those is like, you know, not so familiar name, right? You can actually unauthorize them. So once you unauthorize them, they have no single authority to take 1 single cent from you. So that is important. Okay, you have to participate in here. Okay, so that will be the reward. Okay, reward.cash. Okay, last, there will be a transparency, okay, like smart contract audit, black hole burn, permission reannounce. So this is something that be happening before, okay. So we all know that on 1st of May in the Binance Square Live, okay, our permissions is actually reannounced event, okay. So all the 10 million USDT LP pool is burned, no one can touch money. In the same time, the black hole verified, okay, there will be 91.15% plus 12.85%. That means close to 99.99%. The LP is burned to black hole. And then the ownership, remember, on the rules of 15, okay, all the owners has changed to 0x0000. Okay, so it's permanently locked. So which means after 1st of May, no one can touch the whole project. Okay, so who are the boss? The question is, who are the owner, who are the boss? As long as you have the IBS coin, you are the boss, you are the owner. As simple as that. Okay, so now talk about the market expansions progress right now. Okay, now our treasury network values is about 11.37 millions right now. Okay, and then our total IBS supply is 879,000 of the IBS coin, and the market premiums is about 306%. So what does it mean? It means the assets backing, okay, we are taking $10 versus the market price of 39.56. Okay, that means that it shows that is a strong investor confidence reflections in the current market validations. Okay, so what is our goal for our treasury is about 50 millions. Okay, so now we are about 22.74%. Okay, so we have another 38.63 millions that we want to achieve. So let's all of us achieve this together as a first milestone. Okay, so the strategies of doing that is actually we have to share more. Okay, so make sure more people that are actually joining for the Zoom sections. So like today, you have me, Dane. Okay, I'm going to explain all the safetiness and the contract things to you all. And tomorrow, okay, same time, okay, we have our pod founder, okay, Dominic. So Dom is going to be the speaker for tomorrow. So bring more people, at least double up, triple up of today numbers of people. So make sure you guys bring more people who join in, then you will see how far that our founder will bring us to go. So that is important, everyone, especially those maybe that keep on asking, who are the boss? What a founder? Yes, you have the chances to meet tomorrow. Same timing, invite everyone's come in. You will see. Okay. So in pods here, of course, you know what is our contract. I disclose to you all, like IBS token contract is going to be S7CD, and the LP pool is going to be start with CD0000, and then the safety treasury, we just checked that for multi-site. Okay, the government's protocol, the BTCP, so everything is there. So what you're going to do is you just verify the first 4 digit and the last 4 digit before you initiate any transaction. This is important, please guys. Do verify the contract 4 digit behind, please. We receive couples of, bad news from those people. They are transferring like the difference money to the difference address. So make sure you double, triple confirms before you do any transactions. That is important for you, for your own safe, for your money safe. Okay. And then we have the IBS premium models and mechanism. Okay, like now it's about 306% has been mentioned. Okay, so how we're gonna do is in this IBS, don't forget there is actually an 8 hours auto compounding mechanism, which is going to be reinvest all the earning continuously. Okay, so more money will be gonna be generated from your end. Okay, so there's a 3 future path for this project. Okay, you try to think which one is the best for you all. Okay, first path, IBS. Okay, that means that on this first path of IBS, the pricing will goes up, but the quantity is actually fixed. Okay, maybe in the one day, IBS is grow to $100, one IBS, but the IBS amount that you have is going to be fixed. Okay. Second path is our pricing is maintaining. Okay, it's maintaining, but the quantity of the coin is goes up a little bit, maybe 1.5 of the coin. Okay. So the third one is our pricing maybe will slightly drop a bit. Example, from 40 to become 38. 37 example, but the quantity of the coin is increasing like 3 times or 4 times. So I believe we all knows in the path 3 that is something that we want to go, because in path 3 the blueprint of this is actually go for a long-term success, because what we are looking for here is a 3 years, is a 5 years of the project. Okay, so how we going to do that? That's why we are designing both. We call it the dual coin actions. Left hand side we have define, right hand side we have prediction market. Okay, to do the sustaining of the five all the stakeholder, which means all of you all. Okay, so there will be a liquidity additional launching timeline. Okay, at the very beginning from 25th of April until 8th of May, we actually have a 5% of discount. Okay, and of course now the day is what price pass. Now it is about May, 9th of May until 22 of May. There's a 2% discount. Okay, of course recently we have announced another good news, which we're going to be extend the time from 22nd of May to 11th of June. So grab your opportunity while they still have a discount. Okay. And tomorrow we're going to start our staking is Go for Life. Okay. So that is important. And then on 28, okay, on 28, our prediction market is going to be launching. Okay. So we're going to hold a event in Hong Kong. So if you are VIP 4, okay, you are welcome to join us. Just get the link from me to actually participate to joining in the Hong Kong if you want to come, okay? And then of course by the time we will have a live stream sections for everyone. So everyone feel free to join us even though you are in a different country, different time zone, okay? Now the whole thing's how we're going to start. First thing, you're going to be connecting the wallets and you enter to our POTS platforms. You can check for the POTS treasury, how the bonds operation has been worked, how the trading experience, can we do a redeem and market reviews. So that is all the things that you're going to do coming by coming. Okay. So let us unite the consensus and predict for the future. Thank you. So if let's say you have questions, you can raise up your hands. Okay. So we can discuss from there. Thank you.